Hey guys, double wide 6 here. Got a little video for you on a Honda Hr214. The transmission is clicking. So you put it in high, it'll click, 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 then it'll go. You put it in low, it'll click, 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 and go. I played around with all the cables, adjusted them up, down, and it's not really making a difference. So I'm going to take apart the transmission and see what's going on. Here's a look at the mower. As I said, it's a Honda Hr214. So there it is. And instead of taking it all apart and showing you that, you can watch another video on YouTube to see how to disassemble it. What I'm going to show you is what's wrong with the transmission, hopefully. That's if I can figure it out. They don't make parts for this mower anymore, and they don't sell the transmission as a complete unit anymore. So we're going to try and figure out what's going on. Well, it took about 25 minutes to get it out of the mower. Not as bad as I thought it was going to be. So I have the whole axle out, and basically right now I'm just loosening up. I think there's 5 bolts that hold this thing together, and you can see that there is some gear oil in here that's kind of oozing out now that I have this thing opened up. So I'm going to pull out these bolts and we'll see what we got. Alright, I cracked this baby open. I'm surprised how much oil came out of it. I thought the oil would all be dried up. I don't see any broken teeth. I don't see any wear in any of the teeth. There's this thing in here that I think shifts it in between high and low. I don't know, it might be called a pinion or a yoke or something. It doesn't look bent. It's kind of Y-shaped. There's a top and then there's a bottom on there. That looks fine. So everything here looks fine. Everything seems to be moving the way it should. So I just don't see anything wrong with this. So what I'm going to do is, just make sure everything's moving good. Put like some gear lubricant, maybe some like SAE 80W90 in there, and put it back together. So that's what I'm going to do with this. Can't see anything wrong with it. I noticed that there's actually like a spring in here, and I'm thinking that possibly it's sticking a little bit, and that's not allowing the lawnmower to engage right away. It seems like the lawnmower goes click, 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 and then it catches and engages. So maybe it's getting stuck in here. So I'm going to lube that up real good. I'm going to blow it out with compressed air, hit it with WD-40, and then I'll fill it up with gear oil. So as you can see, there's a gasket going around these 2 cases. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill up the bottom half with some RTV or some gear oil. So the bottom half will fill up with gear oil, and then once that's full, it should be enough. And maybe it just needed some lubrication. So that looks pretty good there. Alright, so I put the 5 bolts in, the thing went back together. I have it up on the bench. See how that thing's rotating? That's a sign that it's back together right. Actually, both sides of the clamshell went together pretty nice. And I put some RTV sealant in there as well, so hopefully it won't leak, because you can't get parts for it. And there's like this little thing here that goes up and down. I think that's one of the 2 gears. It seems to be working good. It's kind of like spring loaded and snaps back nice. So I don't know. I'm going to slap it back on the mower. Hopefully it goes on as fast as it came off. We'll check it out. So I got it back together, guys. It took about, oh, I don't even know, maybe an hour and 15 minutes to get it back together. But anyhow, the thing seems to be working great. So here's low. You can see it engages right away. And if I shift down to high, it goes right in. You don't hear any skipping. Seems to be running real good. So I'll have to mow the lawn, test it out. So what I can tell you is I think that spring in there that shifts between high and low was sticking a little bit. So we put some fresh oil in there, and I tried to clean it up with a little WD-40 before I put in the gear oil. So I think that was the problem. It's not really a simple fix. Took a lot of work to do it. It's not the type of thing that you'd want to get done in the shop either. So they'd probably charge you about 3 hours of work. So anyhow, I hope you learned a little bit here. I know I did. And I'm double wide 6. Got a bunch of other small engine videos if you're interested. So check them out.